how's it going, everybody? It's Young here, and welcome to a Death Stranding news update. The following information comes from Hideo Kojima, who recently took to Twitter to tease some more ongoing 3D scanning sessions. Here are some photos that Kojima took on May 18th and May 19th. Judging by the feminine bust in one of these photos, it's probably safe to say that he was working on 3D scanning an actress. Now, one photo in particular that stands out to me is this one right here with all the coats and jackets. It doesn't seem like it's hinting much at a glance, but if you take a closer look towards the region that the camera's focused on, you may notice that among all the clothes is a feminine sweater, one that we could perhaps keep an eye out for to determine the identity of the mystery actress. And before you call me crazy, keep in mind that Kojima has used attire before to hint at an actor's involvement in Death Stranding, namely Mads Mikkelsen and his red hoodie. Another compelling photo is this one right here, which only shows a pair of legs standing on top of two small stepladders, likely to raise the subject for 3D scanning purposes. I feel like these look like female legs, but I might just be seeing what I want to see, and they could end up being thin and tall male legs. I will say this though, these aren't Kojima's legs. On the same day, his personal assistant Ayako took a picture of Kojima working, and you can see here that Kojima's jeans are lighter and don't have zippers on the back. So this might be yet another piece of attire to keep an eye out for moving forward. Now, one big question that I asked myself is whether this is the same female actor who Kojima teased last time. I say this because it is a common belief that the actress in the previous tease is Stephanie Houston, but the actress teased in the latest pictures cannot be her. Why? Well, as it turns out, on the same days that Kojima posted these pictures of the latest 3D scanning sessions, May 18th and May 19th, Stephanie Houston was in China to make an appearance at the Game Corps event in Beijing. In other words, Stephanie was nowhere near Kojima's 3D scanning studio on the days these pictures were taken. With this in mind, there are a couple of scenarios that I can think of at this point. Scenario number one, the pictures from last time was in fact Stephanie Houston, but the actress from the latest photos is someone else. I've said for a while that I believe Stephanie Houston will play a supporting female character, while a veteran Hollywood actress will play the lead female character. And perhaps that's what we're seeing here, Kojima teasing two actresses at the same time, who perhaps we'll see at E3 2017. Scenario number two, I'm completely wrong about Stephanie Houston being involved in this game. For those wondering why I'm so adamant about Stephanie Houston's involvement, it's because of all the clues surrounding the possibility, from her visit to Guerrilla Games back in 2016, Kojima wearing her cap in the Mads Mikkelsen episode of HideoTube, the fact that she can't comment on whether she's involved or not, and a recent Twitter post of her taking a picture with a poster of Mads Mikkelsen. Oh, and did I mention that Mads Mikkelsen's official Twitter tweeted about Stephanie's picture with Mads' poster before deleting the post? Granted, it's clear that Mads' Twitter isn't actually run by Mads, but that's all the more reason to believe that the tweet was a mistake made by whoever is managing it. So I'm like 90 to 95% sure Stephanie's involved, but there's still that 5 to 10% chance I could be dead wrong. Maybe Kojima has only been teasing one Hollywood actress this whole time. Finally, scenario number three, it is Stephanie Houston being 3D scanned in both teases, but this time Kojima and Stephanie coordinated their Twitter posts to make it look like Kojima was 3D scanning another actress while Stephanie was in China. I do think this one is a bit of a stretch though. From my point of view, it does look like Stephanie departed to China on May 18th and was in China throughout May 19th and May 20th. So for this theory to be true, the deception would have to be from Kojima's end. He would have had to take these pictures before May 18th and then posted them on May 18th and May 19th to throw us off. but it all seems a bit too contrived and it's the scenario that I least believe in. So which is the scenario that I most believe in, you ask? My money is on scenario number 1. I think both Stephanie Houston and another mystery actress are involved in Death Stranding. For Stephanie, there is simply too much evidence implicating her involvement, not to mention that the blurry image of the female figure in Kojima's previous tease looks just like Stephanie. However, Stephanie couldn't have been involved in the latest 3D scan session because she was in China, which means that it had to be another actor, a female, judging by the feminine sweater that one of Kojima's latest pictures focused on. So the question now is, who is this other mystery actress? Could it be Emma Stone? I should note that Emma has been spotted wearing these kinds of sweaters casually, so it could be her. None of this is conclusive evidence though, and we probably won't get a definitive answer until E3 2017, so I won't rack my brains about this until more clues emerge. Until then, I would assume that Stephanie Houston and a mystery actress, probably from Hollywood, are involved in Death Stranding, and I would also keep an eye out for any actor wearing this specific sweater as well as these distinct pair of jeans. Those are just my theories though. I'd love to hear what you think in the comments below. Also, if you enjoy my content, consider supporting me on Patreon so we can maintain this channel without third-party sponsorship or corporate interference. And to be further updated on all things Death Stranding, stay tuned right here. I'll see you guys next time. Yong out!